It's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Tuesday morning, May 31st, 2016. Good morning to you all this lovely Tuesday morning, May 31st, 2016. Back to work, back to school after the long Memorial Holiday weekend. Here are your news and odds on our top story at 8 a.m. on this Tuesday morning is right about California, where railroaders and service workers are struggling to get by. Hillary Clinton tried near last week to emphasize with frustrations and promise to deliver change. Russell Westbrook is 11 anymore, not after what Steve Curry did away with Game 7 as a goal worse. Sprint the passing over City Thunder to a completely improbable comeback for a 3-1 series deficit with a 96-88 win event to the NBA Finals. Edward Snowden performed the public service and struck in a national debate about secret domestic surveillance program, but he should still return to the U.S. At least 4 people at a Bernie Sanders rally in Oakland, Russia stage Monday evening spurned Secret Service agents to jump onto the raised platform to protect him. Seoul, South Korea. A North Korean missile launch likely failed on Tuesday. South Korea's military said that the 4th of the stories of high profile fails, that somewhat temporary recent words that the North is pushing quickly toward a goal. Thailand's world famous Tiger Temple was in Israel Tuesday after hundreds of officials to set out of the sanctuary amid the nation's monks already were abusing their charges. Militants from the so-called Islamic State have launched a dawn counterattack as Iraqi government troops switched to the city of Fallujah. A video image of the blaze and the military ammunition to be reported in Western India on Tuesday killed at least 14 people. It's one of the basic connections that a certain political sense that capitalism turns us all merely into the wage slaves. Fortunately, we also have the better definition of what the slavery is and that can thus measure the true prevalence. Pirate, a wave of late-night airstrikes pummeled in the northwestern Syrian city of Idlib, killing at least 23 people with dozens of trumpeted civil under the rubble of the homes as the intense bombardment struck near 2 hospitals and a mosque. In Washington, the watchdog investigation of poor health care at a Veterans Affairs Medical Center in Tamar, Wisconsin found systematic failures at its VA Inspector General Weaver that the facility that raised questions about the internal watchdog's ability. 3 children died and 8 others were injured in a street carried 11. People lost control and rode over several times on a highway, officials told ABC affiliate WFTV in Orlando, Florida. Gale, Massachusetts. Authorities have pulled a body from the Connecticut River Gale that was dressed as a similar manner to a murder suspect thought that had jumped from an upstream bridge earlier this month. When Jim Johnson's quest to find out more about his namesake uncle killed in World War II led him to Buck North, the 2 men discovered they lived in the same island of Florida Keys and even frequented the same bar. Southwest Ranches, Florida. 2 fishermen in Southwest Ranches, Florida found a dead body being eaten by 2 alligators on Monday, but the victim's cause of death was unknown. The offer for one commercial record for a Hong Kong listed company and a prelude to a real listed for the Chinese mainland. As OPEC ministers gathered in Vienna, they may notice more sport utility vehicles on the streets of the Australian capital in the previous visit. Addressed in this issue of climate change in the shareholder meeting, Warren Buffett said he doesn't agree that the climate change is the most pressing issue facing the earth. In Bismarck, North Dakota saw the number of rigs activity export producing oil and gas increased by more than 10% from last week's state-day show. Also, Norway. New energy work that began last year in the Norwegian territorial waters led to an increase in emissions of carbon dioxide and greenhouse gas, the government said. Edmonton, Alberta. When oil installation resumed in normal operation, the provincial government of Alberta said it was ready for phase re-entries in the fire damaged Fort McMurray. A standing Kazakhstan, a common market oil and gas will be adjusted for the Russian president talks before a regional summit in Kazakhstan, the Kremlin said. Phoenix, a second-class lawsuit in a week that had been filed against protesters set up during us as legal troubles continue to mount. Take a look at the stocks. The Dow is going to start today up 17,873.22, up 44.93 points. S&P 500, 99.06, and Nasdaq, the 4,933.50. If there's a miracle to whoever Massachusetts residents follow European addiction in this day on, there will be tens of thousands of states struggling with recovery rehabilitation for years to come. The much-held set of laws passed by the legislature about to combat opioid addiction crisis offers range of plans to limit those number of prescription opioids and identify those that are risk as found in addiction. Would seem to overwhelm the system to place to help them. When it comes to rehabilitation programs in Massachusetts, the question remains whether is a better life. Much too little, much too late, to be sure. There have been to actually create the additional approach leaking treatment. Governor Charlie Baker, where 1,000 new treatment beds have been created since he took office, out of $140 billion. To the proposed state budget for initial treatment facilities and programs. However, the numbers have those seeking help keep rising. More than 99,000 Massachusetts residents were admitted to substance abuse treatment centers in 2014, a 3% increase over the 96,000 admitted in the previous year, and almost twice the number of a decade ago, according to the Massachusetts Department of Public Health. Washington, Republican and Democrats feel a massive disconnect with their political parties and helpless about the presidential election. Fires generate weak electric fields, and the new study shows that bumblebees can actually sense those electric fields used in the tiny hairs and in fuzzy little bodies. The theory of transparent hypnosis says that the meteorites and comets containing endurance sports and mechanisms have been the source of life on Earth. The Phoenician remains discovered in 1984 provided the first stage of DNA in the Mediterranean civilization that dominated trade routes. CRISPR Cas9 generated has captured the attention of the public media, scientific community, and the investment world. The promise of going into the cell, the personalizing banking, changing the genetic code of the cure of illness is certainly. Children with attention deficit opportunities are treated with medications such as Adderall or Ritalin. New genes screen methods may greatly improve doctors' ability to quickly diagnose rare genetic disease and newborn researchers said. Springfield, Massachusetts, a group of residents from Springfield's Mill Street neighborhood have filed suit in an attempt to block the proposed Western Massachusetts Correctional Addiction Center from moving in. NHL News Time, 8:07 in the morning time on this Tuesday morning. Time face spot report. Yesterday, the Boston Red Sox beat the Baltimore Orioles 7-2, and the Pittsburgh Penguins defeat the San Jose Sharks in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals 3-2. Sox Orioles granted at 7:05 p.m. down in Baltimore. Former Wake Forest linebacker Eric Curry was a redshirt junior in 2007 when he made the unfortunate decision to skip a start on research. Memphis Class the same week, the Demon Deacons were facing gritty Paul Johnson coach Navy team. Pittsburgh, Pascal Dupuis headed home to Montreal last December for his hockey year in the garage and waiting for the retirement to become real. Even in retirement, Dupuis is a factor for the Penguins. Sam scored that game winner, also walking up the front of doors and Jim Dion Jordan had the sun racing the field, let himself down. Berlin, Preston Dortmund midfielder Marco Reus was dropped from Germany's European Championship squad on Tuesday and Captain Bastard Trentson made the final cut despite injury. Peter Chaladuza is now 8:08 on this Tuesday morning. Back to work, back to school, and it's time now for a Trevor report. Take a look at Renown, where 95 of the snap outside it so for protect all against the data prominence, 146 of the snap outside from 15 all against the data prominence, 195 of the west outside also from Seacock all against the data prominence, 95 of the north outside in this one, 37 of the Crescent all against the data prominence, Route 295 of the north outside, also at Route 10 and Wark. Jamestown, Newport to Bridgetown, looking good, but the model bridge to the south outside it's all go. Out of the Cape, Route 6 of the east outside, also Route 134 Dennis, 20 of the south outside, also the Falmouth stretch. 44 on both ends of the stop and go around the Middleborough stretch. 21 on the north outside, so from 140 in Taunton all the way at Route 44 in Taunton. Route 95 on the south outside, so from 152 in North Harbor all the way after. 295 in the north outside, also at Route 95. 146 south outside, also at Route 99. Lincoln 99 north outside, so from 126 in Lincoln and Route 122 in Woonsocket. 95 on the north outside, and then so from South Main Street in Sharon all the way to Route 120 in Canton. 495 on the northbound side of Suffolk. Milford all the way out to Route 9 in Wellesley. 495 on the southbound side of Suffolk. 100 all the way to 290 in Marlborough. 24 on the northbound side. Stop go from West Bridgewater all the way to Route 120 in Canton. Route 3 is northbound side of Suffolk. 220 Rackle all the way to the Braintree Split. 120 on both ends also from 24 Rand off the way to the Braintree Split. 120 on the northbound side. So from Route 1 and Dedham all the way out to Route 20 Waltham. 120 southbound side. And it is slow from Route 1 to Peabody all the way out to Waltham. Route 120 on the northbound side. So around Route 95 and Peabody. 93 San Francisco Expressway. Both ends and so from Dorchester all the way out to the Braintree Split. 93 both ends also from the Mass Park all the way into the Zankin Bridge. 93 on the southbound side. So from top go from 230 to 209 to the Zankin Bridge. Route 1 on the southbound side. So from all the way out to Route 93. Route 3 stop and go from 40 and Chumps on our way to Route 128 Canton. 495 on both ends also on the Lowellton stretch. 495 southbound side so to Route 3 in Lowell. 495 to northbound side so Route 3 in Lowell out to 38 in Tewksbury. Mounts Park in the eastbound side and then stop go from Route 9 to Fairhaven all the way at the Natick and breaks again from 120 west all the way at the Putula. Mounts Park on the westbound side and so from Logan Airport Boston all the way out to Austin Barton Tolls and then breaks again around Newton Quarter. 495 on the southbound side and so from 97 April all the way at the Route 93 in Lawrence. 290 in eastbound side and then so from 146 in Worcester all the way to Route 9 in Worcester. Up in Northern New England, highways and byways of Vermont are looking good, but Route 3 in the southbound side and so from 101 in Manchester to Merrimack. Spotted turnpike on the southbound side and then so from Route 4 in Durham all the way out to Route 95 in Portsmouth. But highways and byways are not looking good. 93 in the southbound side and also after Route 101 to 93 in Manchester, New Hampshire. Must back on the westbound side and it is slow. Before Route 291 in Springfield, 91 on the northbound side, so 57 to 291 in Springfield. Out in Hartford, 91 on the southbound side, so from Windsor to downtown Hartford. 91 on the northbound side, Lowell Boulevard, downtown Hartford. I-8 for the eastbound side, so from New Britain to I-91 in Hartford, Connecticut. I-8 for the westbound side, Lowell in Hartford, Connecticut. I-8 for the eastbound side, Lowell from Route 8 towards to Bristol. I-8 for the westbound side, so the Bristol stretch. 691 in the eastbound side, and this one from I-8 for the I-91. I-8 for the westbound side, so from Newtown, Ohio to Danbury. 91 at the northbound side, and it did so from Edmonton to 691, 691. 91 on the southbound side, the Lewis Red, 691. Merritt Parkway on the westbound side, it did so from Bridgeport to Stamford. Merritt Parkway, the eastbound side, so from Bridgeport, and 95 on the southbound side, so from Bridgeport, Connecticut to 287 in Port Chester, New York, and the highways and byways in New York City. Well, go. Hey, take a look at MBTA alerts at 8:12. Green Line C branch and Green Line D branch missed about delays due to a single problem. Commuter rail. Havel Line, train 201. 7:35 a.m. Map is stop near Greenwood Station due to mechanical problem is 20 minutes behind schedule. Mini-High platform created out of service at Andover Station. Newburyport, train 156, 70 minutes by the top rate, 10-15 minutes speed treat, scheduled between Salem and North Station to heavy ridership. Rockport train 106, 7:10 a.m. from Rockport Spire, 10-20 minutes behind schedule between Gloucester and North Station. And Rockport train 6:30 a.m. inbound, 45 minutes behind schedule between Gloucester and North Station. Train will make all stops. Providence train 810 will retrieve from 7 hours this morning, and train 812 will be the next march from Providence at 7:50 a.m. Peter Children's time is now 8:13 on this. To the one, and it's time now for a weather report. And looking at radar, and then it shows a lot of rain showers around western portions of Nova Scotia. Patchy rain showers in central and western portions of Cape Cod, and a lot of rain showers stretching all the way from Nantucket, stretching all the way down the Carolina coast, and patchy rain showers in northeastern portions of South Carolina, some portions of North Carolina, rain showers in western portions of North Carolina, some portions of Virginia. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, most skies about mid-morning and gradual clear with a high near 85 degrees, winds about 69 miles an hour. Tonight, clear skies about 55 degrees, southwest about 6 miles and coming north after midnight. Wednesday, south skies about 74 degrees, northward about 69 miles an hour. Wednesday, Pocahontas about 61 degrees, northeast about 6 miles an hour. Thursday, Port St. most skies about 53 degrees, and eastward about 69 miles an hour. Friday, churches out to noon before 11 p.m. Most skies about 73, about 58 degrees, just beach at 30%. Saturday, Port St. most skies about 80, about 58 degrees. Sunday, Port St. about 77 degrees. Saturday night, check the Charles. Most clouds come at 59 degrees, precipitation 40%. And for Monday, check the Charles. Most clouds come at 75 degrees, precipitation 40%. Currently not near it's overcast skies, and it's 71 degrees, humidity 4%, and it's 22 above Celsius. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Tuesday morning, May 31st, 2016. I appreciate you have a good morning and good presentation. I'll see you later on. Have a good day.